Hello, welcome back. I'm here with Martin Jenkins, who won the game which was just on the stream. Martin, do you want to chat about your win?
Yes, please. I won.
Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.
Yeah, it was a good game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think Kruger's back for those which liked him in Mark 2 and Mark 1. Was he in there? Yeah, it wasn't the end of Mark 1. But yeah, I think it was really good. I think he shows that he's still a force to be reckoned with. I think the build still needs a little bit of tampering with.
What changes are you considering?
Up until today, he was taking Megalith out. But after the way Megalith is performing today, he's keeping Megalith in. I just won the second set of Century Stones. And it's finding the points for that, basically. I think it's going to be too much of hard. So I like the world, the eyeball, because I think it catches a lot of people. Yeah, it catches a lot of people out. Yeah. A lot of people. I mean, as Anthony found when he put Arcane Shield on his ponies, is the worst thing you can do because they just die. Yeah. You know, so where Arcane Shield is there to save them normally, this time it kills them. So yeah.
And, anything to say about the heroic last stand of Catherine Lattimore? She just did not want to die.
She didn't want to die. No, there was a lot. I mean, I apologise for my language in the stream itself, but it's like my dice just didn't want to know. All right, that's great. My dice just didn't want to know. I was couldn't hit for nothing, so it was quite sad. But like Lattimore should have died, but didn't want to die, which is great. She's hard. She wanted to stay in there. I mean, it was good placement by Anthony. I could have charged him further. I didn't expect him to move away from me.
Yeah, that was quite good. Yeah, getting the Dragoon out of the 2 inches.
Yeah. So that was a bit of a pain for me, but it all turned out right in the end. I think. I mean, I was quite happy. I've never scored 12 scenarios.
It was an impressively high-scoring game.
I think I've only ever scored 12 in one tournament. So yeah, I scored in one round and. Two from my previous round, 14 scenarios. I'm very happy with that.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations. Before we boot you off, do you want to do a little plug for the Welsh?
Oh, yes, please. Welsh tickets go on sale tomorrow at a certain time. First person to buy a ticket gets a prize, because I love giving prizes out. But if you haven't, not quite sure what the website is, I know that's bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
www.firestorm. No, that's where the tickets are. It's,
there's a Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
So all links to the Facebook page.
I'm sure I've flooded all the Facebook pages this morning, so I think everybody is like, it's Welsh Masters time again. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
Hopefully it'll be a complete sellout as always, and a good fun fest for everyone.
Good. Well, thanks for that, and good luck with Game 3.
Oh yeah, cheers. Thanks, Martin.
You'll need it. Okay, so quick rundown of the lists that you're looking at here. We've got Matt Townsend with Asphyxious2 in Scourge of the Broken Coast. Oh no, he's actually running Witch Covenant in Scourge of the Broken Coast, and the list he's playing here is Dark Host. So he's got 2 Desecrators, Max Bane Riders, 2 of those. Max Bane Warriors with UA, a second unit. So 1 Max Bane Riders, 1 Min. 2 Max Warriors with UA, Dararath, Banelord Tartarus, and Machine Wraith. I haven't yet put a Desecrator into a Dark Host list. I've always gone for the...
I tried the Desecrator. I found it Stalkers to be quite anemic, and I'd much rather have a Reaper or Stalkers or something that threats quite deep. I think for Asphyxious2, he can sometimes suffer against infantry denial effects like Scazers and things, so Desecrators give him an efficient means to put something into those and actually get some meaningful damage out. So the Desecrators might actually be relevant here in that his opponent Sam is playing Barnabas1. Sorry, Barnabas1. So Barnabas1's feat is basically knocks everything down. And the Desecrators are steady, so they don't suffer the knockdown. So that's quite relevant in this matchup. So then in Sam's list we've got Barnabas the First, 2 Wrestlers, a Ball Snapper, a Swamp Horror, Targ, Wrong Eye and Snapjaw, the Hutchuk, Rorsh and Brine, Lanyssa, Dahlia Skarath, a Gatorman, Witch Duck and Swamp Gobber. So it's a Will Work for Food theme force, which is the basically the Hoards equivalent of a heavy petting zoo with all sorts of different animals running around.
Yeah. I know that having played Sam quite a lot, I know he'll be quite disappointed not to get first turn. How aggressive you can position will work for food with minions if you get first turn is very impressive.
Absolutely. The +2 speed on Beast, if you're going first, is incredibly relevant, especially in this matchup. The overtake will also be very relevant. Looking at Sam's list, I'm quite surprised there's not a Bogtrog Misspeaker in that. The Bogtrog Misspeaker would have been incredibly relevant against Gatsby2 and his clouds, in that being able to charge through those clouds with the beasts that don't really care about the continuous corrosion from going into them. So it looks like Sam is setting up a swamp pit and working out where Barnabas is going to charge into it. There we go, there goes the swamp pit.
Yep.
So the other thing that Barnabas has going in his favour in this matchup, alongside the overtake theme benefit, is he has Warpath for his Battlegroup.
Yeah.
So that does mean that things like the Wrestlers can, if they can get a charge into an initial guy near the front of a unit, they can kill him, overtake Warpath into the next guy, and then continue overtaking, which is it's not nothing, it's still quite good. I should better grab my light.
So I believe that's Dahlia moving up now, and so Skarath will head on after her. Snapjaw just making sure he's outside of charge range of the Bane Riders. Gobber's moving up, possibly putting a cloud down. Let's see what he's looking for. Yep. And that's Wrong Eye just moving up, giant Snapjaw, and over to turn. So we've got Ryan back with us here. What do you think Sam's win condition is for this game?
I think he will either win on scenario, kill Matt's caster, or maybe he may try and clock Matthew.
Well, those are all win conditions in
Warmachine.
Warmachine.
It's quite tough in that Matt's army is very nearly all melee, apart from the 2 desecrator guns. The desecrator guns can't really shoot anything meaningful between the Wrastler behind the wall and the swamp pit. We kind of mean the Banes have to go into Barnabas' threat ranges, at which point Barnabas can knock everything down in one zone. If he knocks everything down, then the Wrastler can get stuck in between Overtake and Warpath, and just basically chow down on a whole bunch of Bane Warriors.
Yep.
The only thing that might, the only thing that will make things awkward for Sam is the lack of Misspeaker for guidance. So he hasn't actually got access to Eyeless Sight.
Yes.
For the heavies, so that does kind of limit where or what he can get the Wrastler stuck into. I do wonder if it looks like Matt's looking to contest with his desecrator, so then there's less obligation for the Banes, for the Bane Warriors to flood the zones.
Sam organised as ever with his cards.
Organised chaos on Sam's side, more like. It looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff in a Swamp Gobber cloud up at the top, so Matt's looking to...
Targ, the 2 Swamp Gobbers, and Dahlia.
I take those odds. That's probably going to miss. So we're looking at... Oh no, he went for Rorsh, so that'll be a direct hit. No, this is Scatter.
Just scatters onto the snake.
Scattered onto the snake. Pretty much on Snake's head.
Players behaving in this game and using the dice cam as requested,
Yeah.
rather than their own.
Might as well
Always
see
useful.
what's there.
Matt does have to be quite afraid of the overtake on the beast.
Absolutely, and that if Sam can get enough of an attrition swing, putting his heavies into the Bane, that Matt can't get many Banes into the heavy in return, then that kind of limits how much work he can get done, and Sam can repeat that over a couple of turns to basically whittle down the Banes with heavies that should have no right winning a fight with Weapon Masters.
Yep. Oh, so it looks like Snapjaw was in charge range of the Bane Riders. I thought he put him outside of charge range.
You have Winston now, I think.
Try again from the line.
Good roll there for damage. So Asphyxious going, putting down his clouds, blocking the line of sight there. Again, there's no misspeaker in Sam's list, so he's got no way to see through them. I decided that he doesn't actually need the 3 over there, he's just putting 2 on the lower zone and 1 on the higher zone. Must admit that I'm also a fan of the double max warriors in Dark Host. I think having that, recursion, the waves of weapon masters you can put through, and also command 9 with the UA puts a lot of pressure on the opponents. Warmachine race running to contest that Sam's flag.
So, what did we miss?
Well, he's put the clouds down to kind of connect up with the clouds that's already on the board. He
Looks like he's trying to contest with
yeah.
the Bane Riders rather than the Warriors to limit.
Yeah, and he's trying to, tempt Sam into proccing vengeance.
So the other problem here with the lack of a misspeak means he hasn't got easy access to magic weapons to kill that machine race that's contesting both flags.
Yep.
It looks like Tartarus is ready to go and stand on Matt's flag next turn. Not Matt, Sam. If Sam doesn't contest
Yep.
next turn, or this turn rather. Sam telling Matt that he's going to kill that Bane Rider right there. That one, I'm going to kill that one.
Psych him out. Oh, here he comes. The hero from the side. Hutchuk.
Surprise!
Gotcha. So I think what he's proxied at the top is the Swamp Horror being able to...
Warpath.
Yep. Warpath,
And then an advance.
4 inches, and then it starts to overtake through
That and the
the Bane
overtake on
Warriors.
the
Bane Warriors.
The relevant for the Warriors, anyway. Less relevant for the heavy. It looks like Dara Wrath is there with Beyond Death up, I'm assuming, for the -2 on damage roll. So that Desecrator that normally armor 18 is functionally armor 20,
Yep.
which is not insurmountable for Wrastlers when you have Rage as an animus.
Can he charge over the wall, or we just warpath over the wall and then charge? 'Cause he hasn't got Pathfinder, has he?
Yeah, I think you'll probably warpath the left-hand Wrastler over the wall and then charge.
Right.
So then you're getting the extra dice damage on the Desecrator for the charge.
Sam in the tank for a moment.
Yes, I'm going into the tank for a bit. I think you probably want to try and score ideally one of the flags and the bottom zone as well, just so you can start to get Matt feeding models into him rather than the other way around.
Yeah. You'd have to score that bottom zone with Barnabas himself, wouldn't he?
I think so.
He's
He's got no unit to score the circles with other than the Swamp Gobbers at the top.
Yeah.
And I don't think he can clear that
Top zone. No.
that top zone because it doesn't have the benefit of Warpath up there. So their threat range is a lot more manageable, even with Brine there.
Yep.
I think Sam's looking at where Barnabas can Barnabas can be to get a good feat. Right, if the Swamp Horror can get stuck into the Bane Warriors with Warpath, if they're all knocked down, they're not getting tough. So we're auto hitting attacks.
Yeah.
The Swamp Horror will kill everything it can get to, which is anything up to 8 or 9 Banes, so that seems
Seems like a good trade.
that seems bad.
They're not RFP, so he will be able to use them for the feat. So that would probably mean that the next turn is Asphyxious' feat turn.
Absolutely, and you probably want to.
I mean, if he can chomp his way to the UA, which doesn't look, if he can work that line towards Tartarus and then get to the UA, then Sam's really doing excellently.
Absolutely. It's, I think I'll probably prioritise the UA over Tartarus in that.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't want those Banes coming back. So that's Vengeance onto the top unit of Bane Riders. Swamp Horror's going up. Okay, so I believe this is before Barnabas is. I don't think Barnabas is feated. So he's. Oh, actually no.
So that looks like the Warpath move.
Oh, that's the Warpath. So we think that Barnabas will move up, feat, and then the Swamp Horror can go in.
I think so.
There he is.
I think he's looking at trample lanes now for the. Uh-oh. So he's measuring in the direction of the Lich Lord himself.
I think maybe he's thinking that's a bit ambitious. I think he's maybe reverting back to his Bane Warrior plan. So I think Asphyxious is on 0, because I think he spent it all on clouds. 2, 4, 6. I don't know where the other one was
It looked like the most he'd be camping is 1, because he's got 3 clouds out.
3 clouds, you couldn't have spent it any other way, so.
I don't think he could spend 1 focus on anything.
No.
So
that's the feat.
Look like Barnabas is feeding.
So there'll be no tough checks on the Warriors. Okay.
Other one.
So, Barnabas' feats, 2 sentences. Enemy models without Amphibious currently in Barnabas' control range become knocked down, and he is Fury 6. So in this instance, it's going to take away Tough from all of the Bane Warriors. It's going to mean it's going to limit the worth of the Bane Riders in the next turn. They won't be able to charge.
I think we're probably going to see a Wrastler go into a couple of the Bane Riders, probably kill those. Hutchuk can get one of them.
Yep.
Like if the Swamp Horror can dig deep enough, then that will limit how much the Bane Warrior can get done next turn.
And they're just agreeing that the Swamp Horror will have the range to do it.
Worth pointing out as well, in the case of the like the Bane Warriors, it seems to be customary when you're playing knockdown feats like Barnabas. Most people to place a knockdown counter next to the furthest away model to denominate the perimeter, rather than putting a counter down next to every single model, just because a lot of those models are about to die.
It gets a bit messy, doesn't it? Yep.
So here comes the Swamp Horror. Matt getting his corrosion counter ready for the Swamp Horror that's just gone in his cloud.
Yeah, here we go. Waka waka waka. Just being precise about the inch measurement after the overtake. Well, for the overtake move. Okay, so. Yep. Takes down. Oh, he takes down a Bane Rider. So he's just taken down one of the Bane Riders in his overtake.
Swamp Horror getting great work done.
Yeah.
Turns out when you have a lot of initials and 4-inch melee against knockdown stuff, that you can kill a lot of infantry.
You surprised me. Right, you surprised me.
Absolutely. It's Sam just moving the proxy base as well, rather than trying to move the model every time. Is
just makes it easier. Oh, he kills it on a 3.
Still kill.
Yeah. So it's really just Snake Eyes not to kill. He's going to try and move. I don't think he'll probably have the range to get onto the UA, but at this point,
no, I think it's
too much.
I think he'll probably just carry on chewing on the Bane warriors.
Yeah.
Here you go, Sam finally remembering the Warpath moves. Normally you'd hope to do those early on so that if your dice fail you, then you still get the benefit of.
I'll just run through, because we're going to mention it a few times in this game, Warpath. So it's cost 3, self, control, and it is an upkeep. So when friendly faction models in the spellcaster's control range destroys one or more enemy models with a melee or ranged attack during its activation, immediately after the attack is resolved, one warbeast in the spellcaster's battle group that is in its control range can advance up to 3 inches. The warbeast can advance as a result of Warpath only once per turn. But you can see that he's now moved one of the Wrestlers up after having destroyed some of the warriors there.
So the Swamp Horror had the benefit of Warpath to get into the clouds anyway. So then the one Wrestler's already moved with Warpath. The other Wrestler will probably move. Okay, here comes the Warpath now.
Yeah. Overtaken Warpath is an incredibly strong
Overtaken Warpath is incredible. Warpath and Sprint has always been very good as well. It kind of Chromac 1's thing in Mark II with Warpable Stalkers and Warpath. But checking out the machine race to work out whether we can. So what have we got? Lanyssa going for an ice bolt, I think, on the gonna hit that machine wraith. They're gonna kill that machine wraith.
Oh, it's
so
out.
That'll
So
be
we'll be able to score.
the Sam will score the flag, and depending on whether he can kill that bottom desecrator or not.
He can get to the desecrator with the Wrastler, which is furthest to the bottom of the screen.
So he has 2 Wrestlers.
Well, I don't think the second one's got line of sight to him.
I think the Wrestler that he's activating now is probably going to charge.
Yeah,
there we go. So he's charging the. So he put Rage on the bottom Wrestler, so that then
it can do a
the
massive amount of
bottom
damage.
Wrestler can directly charge the desecrator.
Yep.
To get the benefit of Rage, the charge bonus,
Yep.
and not having to waste his initials on a trample.
And so he will now still get. Is there any more beasts that? I don't think there's any more beasts in the battle group which can benefit from Warpath. And that's all done. Oh, a good amount of damage. So he smashes the second of the 3 Bane Riders. Overtakes forwards, facing towards Bane Rider. Makes another attack. Hits. Auto hits, so let's just see if he kills him.
Just having a good old chew on the...
So 2 damage, and...
I think that was his offhand rather than his main attack.
Right. Yeah. That Wrastler. Let's him. Okay, so he's positioning there so that if he does kill the Desecrator with more attacks to spare, he can probably put them into the Bane Rider. But I think Hutchuk's going to go after that Rider anyway.
So it looks like the raged Wrastler is going in on the Desecrator. If he's got Fury to spare, he'll get to have a go on the Bane Rider as well. So I'll be swinging at PNS strength a lot. That's not a great roll to start with.
No. Hits. It's better.
Better, much better.
It's probably going to hit.
That is going to miss,
Oh,
I think. What's that damage? So we're buying attacks now. Oh,
uh-oh. That zone's not going to get cleared.
Better.
Hits. Come on. Okay, that's good.
Return to the 4. Still not the movement gone. Might be
8 boxes
okay
left.
yet.
Yeah.
No,
Hits.
they're going to land.
Come on. Ooh, it's not going to do it.
Not very good roll. 2 boxes left in movement. Good job,
Oh,
Wrastler.
movement.
That's the
I think Sam is explaining his frustration there.
that's the steady we were talking about earlier. So
Yeah. Oh,
whilst
yeah.
neither Duff nor I have played Desecrator in our Dark Coast list, the steady is quite relevant in this matchup.
Okay, looks like we've got a judge call. Ryan's making his way over. And Ryan's back with us. What was the clock pause about?
So Sam's question was whether Hutchuk can hog wild on a charge. So the first response to that question is the Hutchuk does not have hog wild. What he actually has is a rule called wild shot.
Okay.
So Hutchuk can use wild shot on a charge. He can't hog wild because he doesn't have hog wild.
Doesn't have hog wild.
So what wild shot does is it lets him shoot something and then charge something. As the prerequisite for wild shot is that you can only make melee attacks during your combat action. So on a charge you would only make melee attacks, hence you can shoot. So you're going to go and club that Bane Rider on the back of the head by the looks of it.
That's quite important because that Bane Rider currently has vengeance.
Auto hit, and yeah, that's dead,
Yeah,
really
it's
dead.
So that Desecrator is stopping Sam from scoring this turn.
So yeah, that is problematic for Sam in that he's probably hoping to go 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Instead he's only going to be 1-0 up. I do think that Matt is not going to have great options to retaliate meaningfully in the bottom zone.
Yeah.
He can probably get some Bane warriors into the either the Swamp Horror or the topmost Wrastler.
Yep.
But I'm not sure it'll be enough to kill them. Tartus as well, being where he is behind the clouds, hasn't got good options to charge, but I think his job is to go and stand on that flag.
Yep.
It's entirely possible we could see an early feat from Gatsby.
Yeah. He's certainly got the
Just
feel
to
for
try
it.
and maybe level the score on attrition. Traditionally Gatsby 2's feat would be quite late in the game, just to drive the nail in the coffin almost, but sometimes it's just as relevant to do it early.
one thing about this will work for food is it is dangerous to play on clock. Oh, double ones. Oh dear. It does chew up a lot of clock with its overtakes, with the amount of complicated activations. It's kind of like playing a beast heavy legion.
All the bot keeping at the start of the turn doesn't help either when you factor in the fact that you're running 3 lesser warlocks that each need leech fury, pay for upkeeps if they've got any cut, that kind of thing.
Yep.
On top of your warlock itself. It's quite a technical list to players, and it looks like it's just a lot of heavies that are just going to come in and crash into your lines and kill what they can get to. But actually, between Warpath and Overtake and all the special rolls that those lesser warlocks bring, it's actually quite a deep list.
It is, and a lot of good players are turning to it now. Michael Dick was playing it.
So a lot of good players on the bandwagon. So we've got another Minions player here today. He's popped down from Sheffield to play some games. Mark Whitton's still playing, so he's rocking his Minions. I played a couple of games over Christmas against Michael Dick from up South East Way. He's also rocking Minions now. Although he's quite close to going back to Circle if they get something interesting as a second list alongside Bones. So
okay.
It's between the theme forces and what's coming out of CRD, the game's probably in the best state it's ever been in terms of the gap between the top of the game and the bottom of the game is smaller than it's ever been.
Yeah, agreed. Measuring the pig, the big pig.
This is a Ninja Pig by the looks of it.
Yeah, Ninja Pig's going to try and take out the Desecrator in the upper zone. Nope, that plan has changed. He's not going to go after the Desecrator in the top zone. He's moving into the bottom zone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like the... Hang on. Yeah, I thought there was a proxy base between Lanyssa and the Snake, which I thought was heavy that gone missing, but Brine was just gone. Brine's just gone and stood in front of Barnabas, presumably to stop the Lich Lord's feet on Barnabas. So I think this is where the game kind of opens up a little bit from that, in that the top Bane warrior can kind of surge forward now, where they don't have to worry about all being knocked down, as in defense 12 still isn't going to save them, but at least Sam has to roll dice rather than just also killing things.
Yeah. Making it difficult. I'll be back in a second. So what have I missed? Where are we? He's brought his Banes forwards.
Yeah, one warrior's gone into the snake to apply Dark Shroud.
Yep.
So then we've got the Desecrator going in.
Okay, Desecrator going into the snake. Good roll.
That'll be another crit, so Cryx red. Means he'll get a free attack,
Yep.
I think. I know that damage by the looks of it.
Okay, yeah. Yes, because he's taken away 6. Yeah. So we didn't take out the snake. Tartar's moving up as we thought to score that flag. At the moment he's just contesting with that one warrior in the centre, isn't he, of Sam's flag.
Trying to work out if we can get a Bane Rider into Wrong Eye. Looks like Wrong Eye's got star-crossed up, so trying to
So we'll get an impact on the little
hence
guys.
hence the snake survived by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Because of star-cross.
Yeah.
They're trying to impact on defense 15 Gobbers under Starcroft. Not exactly reliable. You can have a go on the snake. Or the crocodile even.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like he's taken out Targ, so it was, the Bane Rider was actually charging into Targ.
Was that Targ? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Targ by the looks of it.
Yeah. Oh, good roll. Oh,
So there goes Snapjaw,
there goes Snapjaw.
sailing into the night. So reposition from the Bane Riders to get out of the way and try and make things a little difficult.
So the options for overtaking heavies in the top zone are quite limited. So it's just the snake.
So we've got, so Matt looking at his options to try and kill off that swamp power, I think. So we've got at best maybe three models, I think, depending on, 4 with the one. So they're going to go next. So the swamp power does have impervious flesh, which does make it a little harder to deal with in that. So Bane Warriors are quite likely to spike because they're on a lot of dice. Impervious flesh takes away some of the spikes.
Charging into one of the Wrestlers. Is he going to mini feats?
So there goes the officer.
Oh, and he's forgotten to mini feats.
One more.
Yep. Nope.
So the officer going for the mini feat.
Yeah, there
Here
we
comes
are.
back full Banes. Why not?
I think Pig's going to go to town next turn on all those Banes.
Absolutely.
Looks like the Swamp Power is about to pop.
So we've got some questions.
Okay.
So, Caelan's asking who won the last game. The last game was won by Martin Jenkins' Circle. So he managed to, he was ahead on the scenario, attrition was looking good, and Anthony clocked as well, so kind of a triple win condition. The undefeated players are Matt Townsend, Sam Darbyshire, Martin Jenkins, Adam Williams, and the other one, which Matthew Hopkins. So we've got Cryx minions who are on the stream. We've got Circle, we've got Retribution, and we've got Kador, all in the winners bracket at the moment.
Let's see if it's feet turn for Asphyxious. It's not.
So it looks like Matt's ship and clock. Gatsby doesn't really need the cloud so much now because the lines have met. So Gatsby just hanging out on a 4 camp with Hellbound by the looks of it, which will basically make it incredibly difficult for Ninja Pig to get into him because you can't charge him directly, and Ninja Pig doesn't have Pathfinder. Plus there's a load of Banes in the way.
No, I think Ninja Pig's just going to launch his way through Banes. I think they'll clear this zone. I think Ninja Pig will tear through all those.
So we've got threshold checks here.
Oh, looks like.
Give it to me. Did you play K3 that round?
I did. I
How
killed.
can I tell?
I killed 4 heavies and I got them killed.
Okay.
Yeah. I was greedy. I should have just backed up.
But
I didn't.
Next time.
It basically came down to my opponent having to roll a boosted 11. Which is like 50.
Yeah, just over 50-50. So it looks like the Wrastler's frenzied and destroyed the Desecrator in the bottom.
At the Desecrator.
But sometimes it doesn't charge.
What are you doing, man?
I've got Anthony Shaw with me, who you saw on the stream for the last game, who has heroically lost his game in the third round. It's going well, isn't it, today? How's your day going?
1 and 2. Last game I destroyed the world and then got Kane killed, which is, standard procedure.
Yeah. Standard procedure, well done. And after that detailed report, we'll say goodbye to Anthony. Okay, so what's happening here?
So it looks like there's no Hellbound on Gatsby, but he's camping 5.
I don't think the pig can get to him.
So Matt is on about 32 minutes on the clock, so we're down to 22 minutes by the
Yeah,
way.
as I say, this list does chew through time.
Sam's got a tough ask ahead of him in terms of, like you were saying earlier, Dak, with all the bookkeeping on, keeping on top of your lesser warlocks and the reaving and leeching, and it all adds time.
Yep. Oh, so that was so I saw a lot of models move there for warriors. That was Hutchuk throwing his grenades there and taking out a load of warriors.
So I think what Sam's probably looking for here is, I think you absolutely have to clear this bottom zone.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think you can get both flags. You absolutely need to get at least one of the flags.
Yep.
A couple points ahead at the start. Like he's got the minifit out the way on the Bane warriors at the bottom, so that's kind of where he needs to be leveraging his efforts.
Yeah, I think he might be worried about that top zone though. You know, if he's going to lose Skarath, Skarath's essentially got to get a lot of work done in this turn.
Maybe he should have made the Swamp Power a higher priority last time. They're going to miss. Going to hit. Not going to tough.
Oh, this isn't the Swamp Horror though. This is the pig.
Looks like he's overtaking away and then probably going to walk past. Oh, that's Brine. I thought that was the Swamp Horror.
No, Swamp Horror died last time.
Okay.
Okay, so that Wrastler's just going to come up and smack that warrior. Oh dear, I don't think he's going to clear this zone.
That was poor.
this is the.
Flapper going in on Bane Warrior, hoping.
And that's the 2 Fury gone. He's not going to get that zone.
That's another turn that Sam should have been scoring the bottom zone, but possibly won't be. I don't think Hutchuk has been this turn yet.
He has. Yeah, Hutchuk chucked his grenade earlier on and killed a load of warriors.
Okay. So
You mean Barnabas himself?
That's unfortunate for Sam, because it means with a Bane Warrior stuck in the zone that he won't be scoring again.
Yep.
Cryx still destroying people's hopes and dreams, even in Mark 3.
What sick people would play that faction?
Yeah, spot the Cryx players running the stream. Love it. So look, we've got Dahlia shuffling around so that the snake can get the benefit of her. She has an ability that gets her snake an additional dice to hit models in her command range. So it means the snake's a little bit more accurate. So hopefully it can manage to kill the Desecrator, maybe some Banes if it can get a good overtake.
Oh, good roll, good roll.
That's a strong start.
This is the snake attacking the Desecrator, is it? Yep. It's getting there.
Not quite dead.
Come on.
Four rolls again.
4 boxes.
4 boxes.
Oh, he's going to max it out.
We've got Lanyssa having a go at Ice Bolt on a Bane Warrior in the woods.
Ooh.
Casually lands the crit, because why not? If you don't kill him, just make him stationary.
Knocked down, but still contesting, which is a pain.
Looks like you're tough, but he'll also be stationary.
Alright, well, the pig's going to walk up and shoot him. Actually, you get within 5, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll be. They pick up Prowl in the theme force, so it'll be stealth in the woods. Even though he's stationary and knocked down, he's still stealth.
Still stealth. Because why not? So, moving the pig up, so hopefully you don't
Brine
get,
coming up with his
face next turn.
double-barreled pistol.
Hits.
Nope.
Nope.
Try again.
Hits. And that'll do it.
About time.
Who's the shot?
That was the grenade as well.
Okay, but he...
For some reason, Rorsh doesn't have cumbersome on either of his guns, so he can fire a two-handed pistol and throw a grenade every turn.
Excellent.
Because why
Although
not?
I think that model had stealth, so he wouldn't have been able to target it.
Not the model that was up here that he just shot another model.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm tapping the screen, because the people at home can't see why I'm tapping the screen.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I know. We can
anyway,
just point.
yeah, there, right next
Well,
there.
next time we'll
one
get these
pointer.
kind of funky pointers so we can do a tactical analysis as we go. Oh, he's gone. So how did that happen?
So something else went into.
Do we think that was Barnabas doing something? Warpath. So he will score this. zone?
Yeah, Wrastler.
Wondering what to do with Barnabas?
So Barnabas spending some of his stack to heal up his beast, because there's not really anything better to spend his fury on. And then gonna hop over the wall and hang out a bit, I think. Oh, no. Okay, interesting.
Bit more conservative. He's got to be worried about, Gatsby moving up, feating.
Yeah, although Barnabas is not... He's not very easy to kill between transfers and unyielding.
Yep. Got unyielding against weapon masters.
Unyielding does make him armor 19, not bad, not terrible.
I
Yeah,
think it
armor
is
19
now
with 18 boxes is not...
4. I'm just going to go and change that little thing.
So I don't know how Matt sees the game playing out, but I think if I was in Matt's shoes, I would probably be looking at a feat from Gatsby to basically drop a whole bunch of Banes and drop those 2 Wrestlers. I think if I was because then I think if I was in Matt's shoes, I would be looking for a feat now to drop one or 2 of those Wrestlers. So Dara Wrath is Beyond Death or Mortal Fear, one or the other. Or Death Ride maybe?
Might be a death ride. Try and get things closer.
So score is 3-1 to Sam at the moment. So Sam is starting to inch ahead a little bit, although with 4 available points in a turn. So that would take it to 7. So if Matt can score 1 point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, Matt would have to score 2 points. Go to 10.
Sam has 12 minutes 40 left, and Matt has 21 minutes.
Okay, so Matt is leading on clock. As long as Matt doesn't spend too long. I'm guessing it's a reflection of the relative technicality of their list, and there's not a huge amount of options for what you can do with Banes.
Yeah.
And I can charge things. I can charge things, and I can hit them in the face, or I can run them, or I can walk them.
Yep.
And that's about the limit of your options with a Bane Warrior.
And particularly when you've got 2 max units. You're only activating 2 units, so it's very quick.
Absolutely. So about the only faff factor for the Dark Host list is Vengeance on Bane Riders. But that Bane's hitting more things in the face, so it's value.
So it's not going to be difficult for Sam to clear that bottom zone again.
I think Matt's just spreading, it looks like he's spreading a lot of damage out, spreading his models out, just making it harder for Sam to concentrate his efforts, I guess.
Oh, the pig's dead.
So by removing Brine was contesting both flags. Matt doesn't actually have anything to score the top flag with anyway, so it's more just to remove Brine from contesting his flag so that Tartarus can score it.
If the Wrestlers take out the Bane warriors in the bottom zone, that might free up that snapper to take out Tartarus.
Yeah, absolutely, and it depends what Wrath has done. I suspect Wrath has done Death Ride because there's a lot of Bane warriors charging things.
Yeah. Which is good for Sam because that means that there isn't the -2 strength.
So looking at Bane warriors advancing around the swamp goblins that are in the way.
Yeah, and is that trying to get into Wrong Eye? I think that's Wrong Eye, the other side of the Desecrator. Oh, here come the lasers. So looking for front strike or back strike.
I think you're trying to avoid counterblast on Skarath, maybe. I don't know. Oh no, back arc on.
Back arc, yeah, trying to get back arc on
yeah,
Wrong
back
Eye
arc on
because
Wrong
there's
Eye.
Star-Crossed up.
Okay. Yeah, Byron said back arc on Wrong Eye.
Yep.
Hold it.
Oh, it's a good roll. So he hasn't taken out Wrong Eye, which means Starcrossed is still up.
So Starcrossed is still
And
making that snake incredibly difficult to kill.
Yeah.
From that perspective, it's almost not even worth rolling the Bane Warriors trying to hit Skarath because Matt 6 needing 8 under Starcrossed is not.
Yeah.
It's such low odds that it's just wasting time rolling it. Excuse me.
No problem. Now Matt's going to have to be careful here about where he positions the warriors, because if he doesn't take out Skarath, then Skarath will be able to overtake through them and take out most of that unit. They do still have the mini feet on the top unit though. Making sure everything's in command range. This seems very familiar to me. Good, moving up, making sure that it's within 5 so that he gets the extended command range. Sam's just commenting that the table is kind of switching, so the lines of battle have now switched so that the bottom end is Sam and the top end is
pushing
Matt's.
around on the trying to push through on the left side, and Sam is trying to push through on his left side.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what Matt does with Asphyxious this turn.
come again?
It's going to be interesting to see what Matt does with Asphyxious. You know,
Yeah,
whether he
and,
plays the thing
yeah.
this turn,
Absolutely.
and then possibly teleports. Back. Does he? Asphyxious 2 have teleport.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does. He does.
Teleport.
Yeah, I thought so. One and two. Yeah.
The problem is
I
it's
played
very
Tourist Gatsby 3,
dependent on
so-
a decent roll to be able to drop 2 heavies. So it's probably why he's not blown his feet, because it's one of those feats that the longer you can hold it, generally the more value you get from it.
Yeah.
And it changes. Oh, maybe not. Checking whether we can charge the snapper. So Matt, considering his options for Gatsby, it looks like he might be considering the feat.
Take out, at least one of the Wrestlers.
So it looks like he just moved Gatsby 6 inches, which would be that's right. So that'll be 6 Banes. So I suspect we'll probably see a boosted parasite on one of the heavies before he teleports away.
He's going to try and collect the souls.
That's the Soul Reaper if he kills them both. So here comes the boosted parasite by the looks of it.
Yep,
Yeah,
gets
that's
it.
the parasite.
And does he end up to spend to teleport
Here
away?
comes the
Yes, he
teleport,
does.
Tata, for
Not
half
his
an
first
hour.
rodeo.
Making sure he's not going to kill box himself. That's where Bane gets to roll a lot of dice.
This is against the parasited Wrastler.
Marking a lot of damage.
Oh, they activate souls, don't they? Yeah. I was wondering why he was rolling the dice then, but they're not a unit anymore, they are now souls.
Yeah, they're solos
Yeah.
now, so effectively going one at a time. Gives you a little bit more flexibility on who gets to charge what and where.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're going to need a third warrior to kill that parasited Wrastler. And that'll be a hit. Reasonable rolls. So this is on the other Wrastler by the looks of it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good roll. It's a lot of damage.
So last one going into that parasited Wrastler.
Yeah, you'll hit it. Damage roll. Yep, that's gone.
That is a dead crocodile and a soul for Gatsby, if he remembers.
This one goes in onto the big boy.
Gonna hit. Crank it. That.
Oh, it's a good roll.
So he's very nearly dead, but not quite.
Okay. So the score is
So
2-3.
dead Banes, they go away.
Bottom of 4. Sam will probably score that zone
Matt
and his
scores
flag.
his flag. Sam is still only on 3. Let's have a clock check.
Yep. I think Sam's going to have to move quickly on this. I doubt he's got much clock left.
So we've got Matt on 17 minutes, Sam is on 12, so Matt is still ahead on time. Very slightly behind on CPs, but Sam is one ahead, so Sam can clock. Sam can clear all 4.
Byron.
Sam can clear all 4 scenario elements. He can. Excuse me. He can win, but I think that's probably quite unlikely, considering he doesn't have a huge amount that can get to Wrath and Sorceress and the Bane officer contesting the left-hand flag.
Right. Thank you.
What's that all about?
Well, we are going to be announcing the WTC Wales team at the end of this championship, and there's some final deliberations taking place. So,
Okay, who's deliberating?
well, on the committee is myself, Rob, who runs and owns Firestorm Games,
Yeah,
and
Rob runs
Daniel
the
Jones. And early this month, we already announced that Terry Slade is the captain of the A team.
Okay.
So the way that
So Terry's team hasn't been appointed yet, or Terry?
we've now finalised it, it'll be announced at the end of today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terry's team, and then what happens then?
Well, what
The
happens
second
then
team
is-
deliberations start.
Well, we're going to eventually choose a B team captain,
Okay.
who will then join myself, Dan, and Rob, and then choose the B team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Which means we'll get it sorted by
You
mid-February.
decide over a fag break outside the fence, so.
There were some conversations this lunchtime, just to put the finishing touches on things.
Absolutely.
I think it's based on the Canadian system, so I was messaging with the Messiah Tim Banky over
Not
how
like
they do it.
the Floridian American system where they say if you don't pick us, we're not going.
Is that what they've done? Brilliant.
There was definitely never any controversy or drama around that on the internet ever.
Oh
Definitely
no,
not.
never, couldn't possibly comment.
We're definitely not one for spreading rumours.
So Sam here is going to try and take out Tartarus, I think, with the Wrastler. He's probably going to try and take out those 2 models, the Tartarus
Yeah,
and the
probably
Warrior.
gonna
Then he
try
scores
and,
the bottom
point
zone,
Tartarus in the face.
which hits, I think. And smushes,
Hit
tough
the
check.
bane. Kills the bane. Doesn't tough.
Okay, so that's the. He's going to overtake into Tartarus's face. Oh, he's going to get rid
So
of the.
looking for
the contesting model.
overtake. They're going to point the knockdown bane in the back of the head, and then we're going for another overtake.
miss that attack. So he's he's just boosting the damage roll, and he killed Tartarus.
Dead Tartarus.
So there's still a Bane warrior contesting the flag.
Tried to hit Lanyssa in the face.
Yeah. So he needs to get rid of that. Well, he'll probably just shoot him with a pig.
Oh, definitely. So it looks like the Witch Doctor probably gave that Wrastler Ghostly to be able to overtake a warpath through the woods without problems. Then we've got, what have we got? There's Barnabas in the zone with warpath up, camping a few, Hutchuk still hanging out on the hill. The Witch Doctor's in the zone. So it looks like if Sam can kill that Bane Warrior on the right hand flag, Sam will go to 5.
Right, yeah.
To Matt's 2, so that'll be 3 ahead. The only problem Sam does have is that he is rapidly running out of time. We'll do another clock check at the end of Sam's turn.
Yeah. He's killed
that goes to Desecrator,
which is good.
Less relevant in this matchup as there's no rectangles to score.
No arc nodes, interestingly, in this list.
No,
I suppose Gaspar doesn't really need any.
You kind of want to be playing the Lich Lord quite far forward anyway to threaten his feet in late game. He can get stuck in quite reasonably with his own melee weapon. So I don't think Desecrators would have been my choice. I think I would have preferred maybe 2 Reapers and then find some point to get 1 node in there. Just because Reapers they give you some effectively threat extension by dragging heavies in that your Banes otherwise might struggle to get to. Just like where Sam's able to basically overtake Warpath to get his heavies back to safety after killing some Banes. Whereas if there's a Reaper or 2 around, then Matt can just drag him in and kill him at will.
Oh, has he missed? Oh, he's trying to shoot this Bane and he keeps on missing.
Trying to shoot a Bane.
Yeah.
Right, probably going to tough for good measure.
No tough. Okay, so he scored that and over it goes. Okay. He goes to 5. It's turn 5. Very good. Okay, how's it on looking?
Sam's down to about 5.5 minutes.
Okay.
Matt is on 17 and a bit. So,
big clock advantage there.
This turn might be quite tense in that I think Matt has to punch back quite hard on this turn.
But his feet's gone. He can still mini feet, I think, with the top unit of Banes. So we'll get some Banes.
Yeah, no. So the top unit Bane still has so many feet. He has. It looked like he has a good back charge on Wrong Eye with a Bane Warrior.
Bane Rider.
So if he can get that charge into Wrong Eye, kill him, take Starcroft away.
That's Dahlia as well, isn't it? So trying to kill Dahlia is going to be difficult.
Absolutely, I think he may as well go for the impact on
Dahlia.
Dahlia, because why not? So I think we're looking at a charge on Hutchuk from Dara Wrath. Pile some damage onto him maybe with an attack and then
contest the zone.
Reposition into the zone.
Yep.
The only problem with that possibly is he may end up getting counter-charged by Barnabas, which would be embarrassing to get knocked off your pony in your own turn.
I really hope that happens.
I'm not sure whether I should hope it does or doesn't happen.
The Cryx player in you can't stand to lose Dara. Or Daryl, as a certain Mr. Trent Edmondson used to call him. Okay, so this is now the charge is on. Charging one of the riders into Selena, I think. Impact attack.
Impact on Dahlia.
Yeah. Seems to miss.
Probably gonna miss.
And then it's just the
Still
back
gets the
strike.
charge on one line. So wrong eye tough.
Wrong eye
to die.
tuft. Oh.
That goes Lanyssa off the flag.
Lanyssa, not yeah. Lanyssa. Repoing. Yeah, I hope waiting to get that back strike next time as well. What's the model just by the wall in the front?
So that is
on the right hand
a
side.
Gatorman Witch Doctor.
Ah, right, and then
So
Barnabas
he
is to the
hands
left.
out,
Undead.
hands out Ghostly.
Oh yeah, okay.
They got rid of the
undead thing. Oh,
yeah,
did they?
no, he
Okay.
hands out Ghostly to a single model now. So I'm guessing he's in here to let the wall beast mitigate terrain. No, I've got mine. I have one like that, but mine's smaller.
Bane's charging into Dahlia again. Unfortunately, because Little Pig Tuft, there will still be Starfrost up. So hitting Dahlia is going to be.
Yeah, I think that's why the
Skarath,
Bane UA is charged wrong eye first. If he resolves that, and then he should auto kill.
Yeah.
Auto kill. I'm surprised Matt's not putting all the Banes in the zone. Unless he's planning on maybe Gatsby goes and stands in the zone.
Maybe. It's
Although
his
he's
turn.
got nothing to get to Dahlia anyway, so it seems moot. So there goes wrong eye. There goes Starcroft.
Yep.
So Mat 6 Banes has still got to try and hit a defense 14 snake.
Hits.
That's going to be a miss. Another miss.
Yep.
Still no UA. Still no mini feet from the top UA.
Here we are. So is this going to prop counter charge? Yes. Oh,
It happened.
Hits. 7 damage.
Ow.
Casters with counter charge.
Okay then.
Now, Asphyxious has got a. He's going to be baited here. Will Asphyxious go for the assassination on Barnabas? It's risky.
I don't know. I don't think so. It's,
Because Barnabas can close it out if it fails easily. Well, there's a Wrastler in his face.
yeah, I don't think Gatsby's got the threat range to get to him. That's 1 damage to Hutchuk. And then reposition, stand in the way.
Okay. So he's going to give a control point to Sam if he moves there.
It looks like it's not. So he still wants to contest, but he doesn't want to be in melee. I wonder what's going on here then. Because Matt doesn't have the angle
To get Gatsby.
He can't charge him,
No,
but
he
you
can't
can't
charge.
see him behind his own fog.
Yeah. I'm not sure he'd have the angle either with the way the obstruction's placed.
Yeah.
Here we are, Gatsby's moving,
This is bold.
moving up. And has moved on to the flag. So here we go. Skarath going to town. Tough checks are not going Matt's way, unfortunately.
So, Snake's still being
Yeah, Snake being
pain
pain
in the backside.
and killing all of the bane. Dahlia heals the snake and gets out of there. They get out of
Gobber's
there.
running to the back edge of the zone, so why not? That does mean Sam will
Pig's going
score
to
the-
try and kill the...
So Sam is 3, so he's 2 points ahead. So Sam scores 3 points, which is the top zone, that flag, and the bottom zone. Then that will be a win. So we've got the Wrastler going in to try and kill the Bane Rider.
Yeah. Would it be a win because then he's got to contest the flag?
It's entirely possible you will forget to contest. Unless you're going for a warpath move here. Then we've got Barnabas and Hutchuk to go by the looks of it.
So if Barnabas, if Barnabas kills
If Barnabas
Dara and Hutchuk runs
Barnabas
over,
has
then
to
he
kill
wins.
Darbyshire. So the problem we've got here is it doesn't look like you're very close enough to kill him after he dismounts.
Yeah.
It could be a problem.
Well, is it? Because if he dismounts out of the zone, then mission accomplished. Yeah, there. Oh, no, fine, he's got the
Okay, yeah, no, so it looks like he's still in melee, yeah.
Yeah, because if he... You see what I mean?
Absolutely. So he hits him again anyway. Why not?
No, yeah. Yeah.
Hard rolls
Good,
it.
kills him and run that over to the flag and you win, Sam. Don't hit the thing.
Placed in the swamp pit for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And he wins. Okay.
Placed the swamp pit because why not? Cool. Good job, Sam.
Good job, Sam.
Gotta get him over and up.
Yeah. Have a little chin wag.
Oh, you've got to do all the talking.
I've got Sam Darbyshire and Matt Townsend, the players you just saw on the stream with me. Congratulations, guys. That was a really excellent game. Great to watch. So, thoughts going into the matchup? Sam, what were your thoughts going into it?
I am.
Oh, sorry, you can't
swearing.
swear. You can't swear.
He's
in a
bad situation. This looks really bad.
Okay.
It was so bad I rolled for my caster.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
You did?
Right.
I did. I thought it was just going to be really bad.
Okay. And yourself? We're going into the game?
I knew I was going to choose Asphyxious because he's the armor brick and Mailop's on the other side. Yeah,
2 bricks.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good. And kind of turning points in the game. Any kind of moments you can pick out as?
Managing to actually get into you on that first turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
with
you
the
were
swamp
just
horror
towing
looks
the
like
zone.
a.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And then just
So manage to
continually.
basically alpha that side and continually clear it.
Yeah, exactly that. That's the main thing. And wrong
Right,
eye
just
staying.
staying in there
Yeah.
for like 2 turns more than they should have, pretty
Yeah,
much.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. When you made the tough check, we were certainly, we did feel for you at that point, Matt. So, yeah.
Kind of didn't matter.
No. A tough talk at that point, but I just couldn't get to him. You protected him fairly well. So yeah, no, you did that all right.
Yeah.
Although I continually left Dahlia on 0 camp, which was really dumb, even though I was camping.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get to her either because she was behind Mono. Mostly. And Mono is the important one at that point too.
Yeah, brilliant. And the Asphyxious feat we thought you were going to feat earlier, but I think it looked like you feated at the right time, taking out the
was a really
Wrastler.
good feat.
It was a great feat. You got a lot done there. So.
To be honest, I thought you were going to get both of them.
Yeah, one or two more Banes, and I could have got both the guys.
I think one more.
Yeah, and that would have another
That would have
point.
swung it because it was the thing that just ended up clearing again.
Yeah, exactly that. The whole will work for food with the overtake and warpath. I played you before.
And the ghostly now as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Those things adding together just makes it a good infantry clear. Both my lists are infantry focused, so he rolled the right list. He played it very well.
Very good. Last question, just so we kind of come out at the end of the day. Are you thinking about making any changes to your lists based on what's happened today? Any thoughts?
I want to try and get Quack and Gubbin, but I'm not really sure which solo to trade out for him. Because all the ones I've got at the moment really, they do a lot. I feel like Lanyssa didn't do a lot that game, but generally she gets a lot done. Okay. So that's kind of my swap.
Yourself, Matt? Are you happy with the list?
Mostly. I'm trying to work out if I need an Arc Node in that Asphyxious list. I like the 2 Desecrators, 2 Scaver templates, Void templates they put out. They control infantry fairly well. In that game, there's not much infantry to control. So it's a 1, 6 dozen.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, congratulations, well done for the game, and good luck for the final round.
Thank you.
Very much, Matt. Thanks, Dan.
Well done.